I've never been on camera before.
All right.
Tell it to Chris. Just look at her. Tell it to Sam.
Ooh.
I'm ready to go when you are, Gramps.
All right.
Get up, down.
See.
The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville Nine that day. The score stood 4-2 with but one inning left to play, and when Cooney died at first and Barrows did the same, a sickly silence fell upon the patrons of the game. The straggling few got up to leave in deep despair. The rest clung to the hope which springs eternal in the human breast. They thought if only Casey could but get a whack at that, they'd bet even money now with Casey at the bat. Well, Flynn let drive a single to the wonderment of all, and Blake, the much despised, tore the cover off the ball. And when the dust had cleared and the fans saw what had occurred, there was Jimmy safe at second and Flynn a huggin' third. Well, from the throats of 5,000 people, there rose a mighty yell that rumbled in the valley and rattled in the dell, that knocked against the mountain and recoiled against the flat, for Casey, mighty Casey, was advancing to the bat. There was ease in Casey's manner as he stepped up to the plate, and there was pride in Casey's bearing and a smile on Casey's face. And when responding to the cheers, he lightly doffed his hat. Not a stranger in that crowd could doubt it was Casey at the bat. 10,000 eyes were on him as he wiped his hands in dirt. 5,000 tongues applauded as he wiped them on his shirt. And as the writhing pitcher ground the ball into his hip, defiance gleamed in Casey's eye and a snarl curled Casey's lip. And now the leather-covered sphere came hurtling through the air, and Casey stood a-watching in haughty grandeur there. Close by the sturdy batsman, the ball unheeded sped. "That's not my style," said Casey. "Strike one," the umpire said. "Kill him! Kill the umpire!" shouted someone from the stands, and it's likely they'd have killed him had not Casey raised his hand. With a smile of Christian charity, great Casey's vision shone. He stilled the rising tumult. He bid the game go on. He signaled to the pitcher, and once more the spheroid flew. But Casey still ignored it. The umpire said, "Strike two." "Fraud," cried the maddening thousand, and the echo answered, "Fraud." But a scornful look from Casey, and the audience was awed. They saw his face grow stern and clothed. They saw his muscles strain, and they knew that Casey wouldn't let that ball go by again. Well, the smile is gone from Casey's lips. His teeth are clenched and hate. He pounds with cruel violence his bat upon the plate. And now the pitcher has the ball, and now he lets it go, and now the air is shattered by the force of Casey's blow. Oh, somewhere in this favored land the sun is shining bright. A band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light. And somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children shout. But there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out.
Clear as day.